What happens when two country boys join forces with a legend of overnight radio and do a show? You're about to find out.
Hold on to your butt.
From the studios of Bathurst Manor, this is the D-Mac&Z Show.
This is the D-Mac&Z Show. We're back again this week with your 5 random facts to start everything out. Let's go around the room and see how everybody's week's been. Doc, what you been up to, boss?
Oh, God. I'll tell you what. I am just finishing up my taxes for 2007, and it has been a great experience, let me tell you. I got like this extension, and I don't know how long it was supposed to be, but I'm going to send them in, so I'm pretty excited about that.
There you go.
You think you'll get any money back?
I don't know. Achievement unlocked. We'll see.
Achievement unlocked. That's awesome.
So next week, if we have a pizza party, we'll know Doc got some money back.
That's right, yeah.
That's right. Zach, what you been up to?
Man, you know, I just been reading and writing, and by reading, I mean nothing.
All right. So
I've caught up on all the Law and Orders, and Maury's up to date, so I'm feeling pretty good about my life.
Maury. What do you got, Joe?
Just the same as always, searching for my purpose.
On
right.
purpose?
He's searching for a special purpose.
Don't be searching for your purpose in here. We're trying to make a show.
Exactly.
right.
We don't have time for none of that
We're not
philosophical
gonna-
mess.
We don't even clean this up.
What?
Olive, how are you?
Lord loves a working man. Don't
That's
put your
right.
lips on it. See a doctor and get it fixed.
So we're going to start off our 5 random facts. What do you got for us, Doc?
All right. The average man spends a year of his life staring at women. I think that may maybe a little bit more.
I think
Is that by age 10 or?
It's for the average lifespan. You spend approximately a year of your life staring at women.
Now, is this in real life? Does it have anything like that, or is it just, every pop-up that pops up on your, search
I think it's
browser?
in real life that they're talking about, that you stare at women in real life.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not selfies on the Facebook or the Twitter or the Instagram or anything like that?
No, that's just how it goes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
if you did take that into account, that average will be considerably higher.
I'd say it would have to be, because that would just be like 2 seconds of a glance, and there you go. You're already in it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that adds up to a year. There's a lot of time in a year when you really think about it.
There is, 52 weeks or some mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
525,000 something minutes.
So you got to think it
How
was
the hell do you
52
know that
weeks.
off the top of your head?
They made
don't
the
know.
song.
525,600 minutes.
Who sings
Yeah,
that?
that's right. I don't know. We had to do it for Dare in 6th grade. I remember it, though. We had to sing the song. Seriously.
God, I hope you didn't sing that out loud.
Jeez,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know,
It was
right?
horrible. It was terrible. The whole
Was
class
it
had to sing
worse
it.
than what you just did?
Well, I was trying to do it like, I don't know, a soprano or something. The ones that carried the melody. I wasn't going to break out just the bass line. No, it wasn't going to happen. Of course, in 6th grade, your bass line pretty much is that, so there you go. Number 2, Doc.
All right. Wow.
Way
Okay.
to save yourself there, Darren.
Yeah, I saw it coming. I was like, I'm diving out of the front of this bus.
Oh, okay. In 2011, a drug cartel kidnapped hundreds of innocent bus passengers in Mexico and made them fight to death like gladiators.
Good.
Why didn't this make it in the news?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. I feel the same way.
I mean, seriously. I mean, what was going on at that time? Was it the big Chad epidemic of Florida or something?
I don't know. No, it was in Mexico. That's why you don't. That's what I'll tell you what. That's why you do not ride a bus in Mexico. I watch Romancing the Stone, and nothing ever goes good on a bus in Mexico.
I don't even know what that is.
Romancing the Stone?
Never seen it.
With who was it? Kathleen Turner and Kirk Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
80s movie.
Yeah, trying to get Joan Wilder to Cartagena.
All right, cool. Well, I
Yeah.
do like some Michael Douglas. He is, after all, my
Yeah,
favorite
check
Batman,
it out.
so I'm definitely going to check that out. So, for gladiators, seriously, what? You don't like Michael Douglas?
That's Michael Keaton. Was
Oh, I like
Batman.
that one.
Oh, hell, you got the first name right.
Michael Douglas was the dude that Catherine Zeta-Jones gave him
Yeah,
cancer
yeah.
because he, whoop, whoop, all up in
Allegedly.
that. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't convicted?
Well,
Wait.
I mean, that's what he said.
Can I tell you that I like how on days or on weeks when D-Mac has to do the trivia, he's on the ball. And other days, the days that I do it, he has no clue about anything.
Nope.
No
ever.
earthly. Well, that's because I like to read.
Like he got hit in the
things.
head with a sledgehammer or something.
Hey, you leave my face out of this.
I'm just saying.
Number 3.
All right. You guys, of course, online gaming and stuff. That's a very popular thing right now, playing online. And, of course, all the systems that you get actually have online components where you can play. Mm-hmm. The first one was the Sega Dreamcast. It was the first console to implement online play over a phone line, which they called the Sega Net.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, I had no early idea. I just knew that I didn't like to play it because I looked like, the old lady on after I was done with that stupid controller.
I like Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I like the my favorite game was Crazy Taxi, which first came out on Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I actually have it for PlayStation 2, and we'll play it sometimes just randomly.
I never understood the window in the middle of the controller. I never got that. I knew there was an add-on, but I was too poor to get, so I didn't know what the deal was with it.
Oh, the little visual memory unit.
Was
thing.
that what that was? I had no idea.
Yeah, there's like
All I
a
know
little
is
screen.
I always
Yeah.
put a Starburst down in it.
Yeah.
And then if I won, I would eat the Starburst. It was like a little reward.
So you were training yourself to win at Dreamcast one Starburst at a time.
Exactly.
There you go. What do we got for number 4, Doc?
Don't laugh at my goals. I don't laugh at yours.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't have any.
Your words. Okay, so number 4, Doritos. They were actually created at Disneyland in an attempt to use up old tortillas that would otherwise be thrown out.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if they still have the patent on that mess.
I don't know.
They probably sold it off.
Possibly.
Who knows? What do you think, Zach? Do you like Doritos?
I like Cool Ranch.
Do you? Just that kind?
Well, no, I mean, I would eat Cool Ranch anytime, but it takes like a special occurrence to get nacho cheese in my mouth. Or whatever the regular, you know what I'm...
Yeah, the nacho flavored one.
Yeah, you know what the hell I'm saying.
I don't. You know
I got
what? It's one of those things that if I do eat Doritos because I don't taste, like I don't have any sense of taste. I'll choose the Cool Ranch ones, not because there's any difference, but because it doesn't leave stuff all over my hands.
I gotcha.
Like that. Like I hate when I get done. I'm like I didn't taste anything anyway. So
Right.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons I picked the Cool Ranch ones.
Did you hear they're coming out with a new kind of Doritos? Actually, in Canada, that's right. In Canada, it's actually been released. It's called Doritos Roulette. It's 1 in 7 chips is extremely fiery hot, and the other 6 are just regular Doritos. So you're playing Russian roulette with Doritos.
What a
Yeah, I heard
mind
about
game that is.
I know, seriously. I'd like to play it, though.
I know
See, that would actually, I think that'd be fun.
I've
Yeah.
got some Canadian connections. I'll see what I can do.
There you go. Get them shipped down because they haven't been released in the U.S. as of yet.
I'll see what I can do.
There you
Okay.
go. What do we got for number 5, Doc?
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't. This may be your new favorite sport,
Okay.
Zach. There's an official sport called combat juggling, where jugglers are thrown into an arena to fight it out and aim to be the last juggler juggling with a full set of clubs.
Now, did the Mexicans cartel start this in 2011?
Oh, I don't know about all that nonsense, but but yeah,
It's full contact.
it doesn't say, but I really want to investigate this a little bit more to find out, because it seems like I guess maybe like you would go over and like while you're juggling, try and like knock stuff out of other people's hands, or maybe like try and kick stuff,
mind
or,
games.
yeah, or play mind game, play mind games with them.
Well, what if you're sitting there in the middle of the arena or whatever you're in and you're doing that thing where you juggle together, throwing stuff across the room at each other? And
Yeah.
what if it's like chainsaws and torches and knives
Well,
and
see,
stuff
that's
like
the
that?
other thing I wonder too. If you like, if you're juggling, it reminds me, because I used to do this juggling act. This was a while back, but I did this juggling act, and I would juggle a chainsaw and an apple and a live baby.
Right?
And as I'm juggling them, I'd be juggling them and everything, and I'd take a bite out of the apple. I took a bite out of the apple, and so anyway, and I did it. It was pretty popular. But
Right.
the chainsaw, people complained the chainsaw was really noisy.
Well, I'd say.
know.
So the chainsaw actually had a blade on it going around, right?
Yeah, well, but it wasn't sharp. I just used an old blade that I'd ruined.
Gotcha.
Because you didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't care about the audience. So.
Yeah, and you didn't want to pull a King Solomon and chop the baby in half either. So
No, that wasn't preferable. Well, usually I'd get the baby from the audience. I played at a lot of kids' parties. So I get the baby from the audience. What are you? Are you okay, Zach?
I'm great.
He's laughing at my biblical reference with the
putting-
King Solomon thing. He's like
that-
staring up at the ceiling.
I'm trying to put all this together into one thought.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
I'm picturing it.
yeah. So I play a lot of kids parties, and I'd be like, anybody in the audience got a baby? And there's always a woman who's got a baby at a kids party. And so I wouldn't tell them what I was going to do because they'd never agree to it. I'd bring them up, and so I'm juggling, and I'm like, oh, and they were always a little concerned when I'd crank the chainsaw. The baby's there, but what I found out is you could take the baby and just give it one good shake and it'd stun it.
Yeah.
So that you juggle it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It didn't hurt the baby or anything. It just kind of shocked him. So
So
there's nothing's worse than juggling a crying baby.
There is that. Did you preface it with, I don't know,
If you're
dark meat or
juggling
white
it good
meat?
enough, it'll quit crying.
Well, that too. I was a pretty good juggler.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you mean you think?
Well, isn't that AKA, I don't know, shaken baby syndrome or something like that point?
No.
You didn't have
Again-
to say it, but yeah.
Again, if you're a good enough juggler.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby came out like a champ.
Yeah.
I had to buy 3 new chainsaws, and of course I had to get a new apple every time because they go brown if you don't I put lemon juice on for a while, but then you can't leave an apple sitting out that you've taken a bite out of.
No, I wouldn't think
You can
that
spray
was-
paint them, though, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, but you can't. I'm not taking bites out of spray painted apples.
Why not?
Get lead poison and stuff, man.
Are you a man or are you not a man?
You know what? We'll continue this discussion off air.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna put up with your horse crap
All right.
on air.
That's fine.
We've already had one fight on
You're
the show.
just jealous that you didn't juggle junk at kids' parties. You had to dress up as a stupid clown and do balloon animals.
I have juggled junk at kids' parties before, all right?
Yeah. Well, this might be a deaf joke, but he was also a mime at kids' parties.
Really? We had to go there?
I wasn't going to bring it up because I didn't. You know what? I was going to be nice about it, but since he brought it up and you did do the whole mime thing,
You guys can do your little juggling and your little fart jokes in front of the kids, but I'm the one entertaining the moms at the party, so
that's true.
Well,
There you go.
Okay.
I'm really getting the money's worth.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I will say that in your defense, being a mime, you were way more successful with the ladies when you didn't talk.
Yeah.
It was a lot better when they didn't either, if you think about it.
Well, it can't all be mimes, but.
Where's this going?
I don't know. I felt like we've gone down a really dangerous road here.
I know.
Because here's the thing.
We can't make a U-turn, I know that.
Well, there's a reason we don't do kids' parties anymore. Mm-hmm. And part of it was, remember earlier when I talked about my taxes?
Yeah.
Apparently, you have to report what you make at kids' parties. We didn't know that. And that was a whole thing that the federal government was none too happy about.
Well, it sounds like the only thing Zach was making at kids' parties were, well, more kids.
Yeah, kind of. We weren't really making kids.
No, you're just practicing.
We were just practicing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just practicing.
Well, that'll work. Was that part of the playbill? Were you like throwing yourself out there because, hey, the kids are going to what?
No, go on.
Were you just counting?
I was just wondering if we had gone through all the facts yet.
Yeah, we have.
Oh,
In
yeah, we
2007, I mean, it has been 7 years since I've reported taxes. So
Yeah.
I'm oddly well. They don't keep up. You know what? Here's a fact for you.
Yeah.
They're not checking taxes. They're so far behind. They don't know.
No.
Now don't get me wrong. I'm not encouraging anybody to not do your taxes on time. Willie Nelson, looking at you, buddy.
That's right.
But you should always do your taxes on time if you're a good American. But I'm not from America originally, so it doesn't matter for me.
Where are you from originally, Doc?
Well, we're not talking about that because we got to wrap this up.
Don't you remember he's Catholic? He's from Mexico.
Yeah.
He's
I'm Roman. Yeah.
There you go. He's Roman.
That's right. I'm from Rome.
He's a Roman American.
Oh.
Like I'm an Irish American.
Oh.
You okay?
Sure.
Hey, if the I'm not a Caucasian.
If the
That's
potato
just too
fits,
big.
eat it.
That's just too big of a melting pot for me to be thrown in. I want to be an Irish American, okay? If I'm not checking Caucasian. It's like being a Pacific Islander. Do you know how many islands are in the Pacific?
A lot.
Exactly. And everyone's
I
like,
watched that thing on HBO about the war.
evidently I missed out on it. This is the D-Mac and Zach show with your 5 random facts. Up next, we'll be back with What is it, Doc? Is it the 10 most stressful things?
You'll be back with the 10 most stressful things. I'm guessing this one.
That's right. We're playing a little game, and it's the 10 most stressful thing. It's going to be sort of like, I don't know. You ever seen Family Feud?
Number one, trying to figure out where this show is going.
Besides in the crapper. This
Now
is
you
D-Mac
guys figure out the other 9.
and Zach. We'll be back in a minute.
This is the D-Mac and Zach Show.